What's going on, everybody? My name's Anthony from Unconventional Aquatics, and why am I holding this long hose with this weird adapter on the end of it? I've come to the conclusion based on a few questions that were asked that in my previous videos, I left some details out about this system, and I do apologize. But see, when you freestyle your videos, sometimes you just forget stuff. So if you enjoy this video, leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. If you have any cool DIY water change ideas, let me know in the comments below. All right, everybody, so in today's video, I am going to answer some of the things that I left out by accident in my previous videos, back when my videos were a little bit more terrible than they are now. I've gotten a little better since then, so let's get right onto this, and we'll start from the beginning. This is a Blue Magic Drain and Fill adapter. It looks probably very similar to the Python or Aquarium equivalent for their water change systems. One difference, it's way cheaper. This is $8 on Amazon. It'll come in a kit. They sell it separately. Buy the kit because the kit comes with the sink adapter. It's a little white adapter that will adapt onto any normal size faucet. It's also going to come with O-rings. If the O-rings aren't already inside the adapter, go ahead and put one up top. They usually come with two, so one's either a spare, or if the hose you're using doesn't have an O-ring, go ahead and throw the hose in there. But again, that O-ring goes right in the top. And the next thing you're gonna need is a hose. I did not buy this on Amazon for my US folks. This is a store called Ross. This is just an $8 hose from Ross. It's a medium duty. This has been my favorite hose I've used so far. A little secret with the hose, you gotta take care of the hose, guys. When you're done, make sure you're draining all the water out of the hose and rolling it up and hanging it and storing it somewhere. I like to roll mine in bigger loops. I found that helps eliminate any problems with kinking. I leave the male end adapter on the hose. That's the adapter that will spin that you would normally attach to your hose spigot. And then the opposite end of the hose, I cut off. If you guys have seen my previous video, I attach a gravel vacuum to the end of this, but you'll also see it in this video when I actually demonstrate how this works. 50-foot hose, it's a medium duty, $8 at Ross for the international folks. I'm sure you guys got something similar to a Ross. Do some looking around. You don't have to buy a really expensive hose. Just make sure you take care of it. All right, so let me take the camera into the bathroom, which is where I use mine. It's a centralized bathroom in my house where I can reach every single tank. All right, guys, so it is time to get this thing hooked up and prepared for a water change. So my white adapter is already on my sink. Like I said, it's been on here for so long, I can't get it off unless I get a pair of pliers out. So make sure you have an O-ring in the top of your Blue Magic. That's where it'll attach to here. And then make sure you have an O-ring in the end of your hose. Now, the first thing I like to do, as I've showed in previous videos, is attach my Blue Magic to my hose. Be careful you don't over tighten, guys. The threads are plastic and they can be stripped very easily. That's kind of really the only downfall to this system. So once that's done, go ahead and connect it to your sink, and we are going to demonstrate the siphon. So what happens if the adapter somehow doesn't fit your sink? Well, in the rare case that does happen, say you have some kind of crazy sink, then you can either one, go to your hardware store and try and piece together a bunch of adapters to make it fit your sink, or two, you can still attach this system to a spigot outside. But the only problem is you're not going to be able to control the temperature. One of the things I love the most about this system, or water change systems in general that are like this, is the fact that you can control the temperature that you're putting back in your aquarium, because that is a very, very crucial part of your water change. All right, guys, so here's the end of the gravel vacuum, or the hose with the gravel vacuum on the end. Yeah. What I like to do is I put the gravel vacuum on the end and fill it with water, almost as if you were about to do a manual water change. When it is filled with water, it'll sink most of the way in the tank. You can use a clamp or something to hold your hose in the tank, whatever you need to do. Normally, I'll just take and fold my lid over the top. It's not too heavy, it doesn't kink or anything like that. All right, guys, so the end of the hose is in the tank. For draining purposes, we're gonna use gravity here. As long as your tank is higher than the sink, you're gonna have no issues with this whatsoever. But you'll see the flow out of this 125 should be pretty fast. So I'm gonna twist and I'm gonna push down. Now we're gonna turn the water on. Now, I'm sorry this is loud, but what's happening here is water is passing through and it is creating a suction. So as the water passes through, it's creating a suction on this line, which is going to pull water from the tank. Now you see the change in water. All right, after that change in water or a few seconds, what you can do is just turn your sink off and let gravity do its job. This water is being pulled directly from the 125-gallon aquarium that is on the other end of the house. So that is how you would drain water from your aquarium very, very easily. Whenever you are ready to stop the flow, you can either remove the end out of your tank or simply push up and turn on this piece here. Now your flow is stopped. All right, everyone, so now that you know how to siphon the water out of your aquarium, I'm gonna go ahead and proceed with my water change. Now, when it's time to fill the tank back up, I'll see you then, and we'll go through how to do that. All right, everyone, so the tank is drained where I want it to be. You can see some of the remnants that came out. So I have my bottom of my flow valve pushed up to stop any kind of flow, and that's perfect because that's how we're gonna fill the tank. So the next step is practically the easiest, but quite arguably the most dangerous if you're not careful. What I like to do is I kind of go by hand now. I do have a digital thermometer in the aquarium that I monitor the temperature consistently. That's one of the things with these systems. It's not a way to fill your aquarium and just leave it. Yeah, you definitely need to be monitoring temperature. All right, everybody, so go figure, in the middle of filming the tank filling up, my storage was full, so I was filming but not filming anything. But no big deal, at least we got to the point to show you how to do it, and that's all that really matters. The siphoning portion, again, if you're having issues with that because of the height of your tank, another thing you can do is once you get the siphon going, leave it going, but disconnect the Blue Magic from the sink and then lead it over to a bathtub where that point is now lower. That is something I've seen people do as well. So again, if you have any more questions, feel free to contact me. I hope this video clarified some things for you. I really do. If it did, please leave it a like. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you around.